All right, welcome back, guys. I've got a couple packages, a couple orders I made from Jefferson Arsenal. They do reproduction, like black powder cartridges, or they sell like cartridge kits for black powder rifles. So I have, I ordered two. I ordered one for the Brownbess, which is 69 caliber, and then one for the Minié kit for the 1861 Springfield 58 caliber musket rifle. So let's go ahead and open both of them up and see what's inside of them. I've heard good things about them just from other people online. I kind of opened this up already, and but I didn't really peek at anything yet. So here we go. And the presentation is super nice on this, and just the way it's wrapped. Yeah, paper cartridge, J swing. I don't know if this is a reproduction of, you know, what they would have actually used, but anyway, Jefferson Arsenal 1861. Yeah, contains materials for 20 rounds, 20 caliber 58 conical balls, cartridge papers, flax twine, forming rod, choking cord, assembly, Arsenal wrappers, illustrated instructions are included. So yeah, the presentation is really nice here. I like the box. They obviously put a lot of work into kind of putting this together. I'm gonna go ahead and just, I feel bad taking the string off because, or the twine string, just because it does look so good, but you know, gotta see what's inside. Save that for later. So yeah, again, this is really nicely wrapped. So and I'm just gonna put this aside, just because that is a nice wrapper. And then they have everything here in a cardboard box. So really excited to shoot my 1861 Springfield with actual Minié balls. I think when I was reading online, you still have to pan lube them or pre-lubricate them, but let's go ahead and just open this up. So 85, this must be the paper. Let me just, or 58, here we go. Yeah, so these are the pre-cut pieces of paper that you'll, you know, roll the cartridges into. So I'll just kind of put those aside so they don't get all mixed up. Looks like there's written instructions here. By far the most prevalent Civil War small arms ammunition, the 58 caliber Minié ball with the new design of the start of the war, and was put to devastating use on the battlefield. The hollow base of the bullet allowed the thin skirt to expand and the grip the rifle in grooves tightly, enabling a rifleman to shoot accurately at any target over 500 yards distant. Paper cartridge constructed around the projectile allowed him to load and fire at a sustained rate of 2 to 3 rounds a minute. This combination of speed and accuracy made the battle lines of the Civil War catastrophically more deadly than in years past. The casualty rates stand as a sober tribute to the effectiveness of the Minié ball. So I have everything that's in the kit. Common items you'll need that I haven't produced in the kit. Scissors, non-metallic basin, C-clamp, lubricant for Miniés, and then, yeah, just 3 or 4 pages of what looks like just step-by-step instructions on how to make the Minié balls, or the cartridges with the Miniés. A few more things in here. This is the base. So, you know, you'll clamp this down on a table or whatever, and this is what you'll hold tight to wrap around the, you know, the paper once you actually get it into round cartridges. I think, here we go. So, I think these are the, this is the wooden mandrel. Oh, it fell on the ground. So yeah, this mandrel is what you'll use to wrap the paper around so you have exactly the right sizing. So it's, you know, 58 calibers, and so it'll be able to fit nicely into your, it'll be able to fit really nicely into your rifle. Step that aside. Obviously twine, I think, you know, once your paper is actually fitted to the mandrel, you'll basically tie it tightly at the end on the back end. And then the last thing we have are the actual Minié balls, so there should be 20 of them in here. Let's go ahead and open these up. Try not to keep all that twine. It'll probably be useful. Ah, here we go. So 20 of these. And, you know, I'm really just now getting into black powder rifles and just black powder shooting in general. So, you know, I want to start building my own cartridges. I'm not entirely sure where to start, so I thought buying one of these kits online would be a good way to at least get all the starter stuff. So I've seen a couple other guys, I think Duelist Den did a video on this. He bought, I think, the same kit from these guys, so that was actually where I got the idea to do this. And there's a bunch of tutorial videos online, but I thought it would be, you know, cool to support a small business, but also get some actual tools where I could make these and produce them a little bit faster, and they have guidelines. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, you would take this paper here, and they're already pre-cut and pre-sized. Wrap them around, tie the end, you know, make sure the bullet's at the end, drop the powder in, you know, tie off the, fold over the end to make sure the powder stays in. Anyway, I'll show you when I go through the process, but again, you have to lube the grooves here, which, you know, I have a recipe, and I'll try to pan those in the next couple of days and then actually put this kit to good use. For the time being, I'm going to put these away and use the, open up the other one. And here is the 75 caliber Brownbess paper cartridge kit. Again, I pretty much all just measure the powder out and load them as is, but, you know, part of building your skill in musketry is being able to, you know, produce the cartridges and fire in a quick manner. And it's part of learning the history, right, of learning how to make these actual kits. So here we go. So yeah, paper cartridge kit, land, powder, and musket caliber 75. No gunpowder included in the kit, which I think is pretty self-evident. You do have to get your own black powder. They can't just mail that, but these are good kits for doing that, which of course I do have plenty of black powder. It's just too unstable to ship. Cool, yeah, it contains materials for 40 cartridges, loaded ball 69, cartridge papers, flax twine, forming rod, choking cord assembly, illustrated instruction sheet. So pretty similar to the good old paper cartridges for the 58 caliber Minié balls. Again, I'm gonna keep these. These are just kind of cool visual representations of what are inside the kits. Go ahead. And these are really nicely packaged, actually, all together. And so nothing's bouncing around or dinging into each other. And the flap comes up really nice and easy. So got a couple different things here. I think a lot of the elements are going to be the same. So you've got looks like a bag of balls here. These are going to be your round balls. I'm trying to keep all the twine I can, because this will be good for forming after you're done forming the actual cartridges. But yeah, part of this is like also the presentation is really nice. Obviously put like a lot of work into this to make it look like it's historical, give it some historical representation. There we go, so they're not bouncing around. Here we are. So yep, it comes with all the round balls in here. Of course, again, the Brownbess is a musket. It's not a rifled musket like the 1861 Springfield. So, and they even wove it like they would have a bag. But I will use this twine. So yeah, it's got 40 of these. Or sorry, 20. Oh, well, there are 40 of them. Looks like there's another bag. I'll just put this to the side here, so they're not all bouncing around. Again, twine, I think, for the for tying the end of the paper. Another block that you hold to stabilize the paper. Again, another forming dowel in here, so you know. And this one, the ball just sits nicely on top of here, because remember, with the Minié balls, it's conical, and there's a little, you know, there's an opening in the bottom of the actual bullet, which is why you had to have it a cone shape at the top. This is just a more flat for the round ball to kind of sit into. And then, you know, I think here is the paper, preformed paper for the cartridges themselves. Get that. Oh, it's stapled together. That's why. Here we go. So you have 40 of these. It's really nice. Again, a lot of the same elements. And then I believe that's it. And they have the written instructions in here. The British land pattern musket, or Brownbess, was one of the longest serving infantry weapons in the world in world history. Its nickname is of unknown origin, although some believe that it was originated out of the ranks of the British Army. Brown referring to the color of the walnut stock, and Bess as a female name to personify the infantryman's weapon as his most faithful companion. Muskets of this kind saw service on multiple continents and in the hands of a variety of skilled warriors, including the American Minuteman. Cartridges for the venerable Bess were constructed in a variety of ways through its centuries of service. The process described below originates from a pamphlet published in the Massachusetts Bay in 1776. So, yeah, I really like their attention to detail and their attention to history in these kits. This could be just like some super generic thing, and oh, this is how you throw it together. But I like how they make the presentation, the visuals on the actual boxes, actually a little historical, and I think that adds a little bit more personality and customer service to these packages. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably make some Brownbess cartridges first at the 69 caliber, and then I'll probably go ahead and make some of these paper cartridges with the model 1861 Springfield I have for the 50 caliber. But yeah, these have to be pan lubed. Again, you've got to buy your own black powder for these, but they come with the bullets, and it's a good starter kit. So I'll go ahead and make some of those. But in the meantime, this is just a look at what I bought from Jefferson Arsenal. But thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe.